If you've ever been to homes of the riches, there is one thing you must observe. Books. Lots of books. Hi, my name is Vlastimil. Welcome to the Pad VC channel about the search for personal independence. So thank you so much for being here. And you should also thank yourself for choosing to spend time on your growth. Today's video is going to be longer because I want to share 7 books that helped me get serious to change and showed me a path to prosperity. And I recommend everyone, especially you, to read them. First, let me tell you something. The following 7 books are to me as the best friends. It means I return to them regularly and reread them multiple times to find answers to questions. My philosophy is to have around 150 best ever written books in the library. The same way you would have 150 best friends in your inner circle. Now, before I dive in, I encourage you to wait for the end of this video, because there is a bonus reading tip, so make sure you watch till the end. And I will also make sure to attach links for all the books I shared today down in the description. Alright? Are you ready? Let's get started. In no particular order, I would like to begin with a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Why? Because you must have heard of this book many times on this channel, especially the following quote: "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." The Think and Grow Rich book was written in 1937 and it's still best-selling in the category of self-help and personal development. This book completely changed how I used to think and viewed the world. This book unleashed a burning desire within me to become a better person. Because burning desire is a starting point of all achievements. And that, my friend, was my starting point to build self-esteem, self-confidence, and courage. It enabled me to write and publish my first book, which I will talk about at the end of this video. Moving forward, the second life-changing book is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And the most influential lesson I learned from this book is to listen to other people with empathy. Because most of the time, we only think about our own feelings. While being selfish is our nature, being the opposite is a skill. Once you are able to obtain this skill and put yourself in others' shoes, you will instantly become likable to other people. So there is no doubt to keep the book forever on your bookshelf, like your most influential book mentor. The third book is short yet powerful, with less than 100 pages that have influenced millions of people, including me. It is Who Moved My Cheese, written by Spencer Johnson. The book has sold over 28 million copies since it was published in 1998. Incredible! I read that book when I was a teenager, thinking it was a storybook. Well, it turned out as one of the most influential books to me in the area of courage. Listen. First, you can be like some of the mice waiting at the same spot for new cheese to drop. Or you can stop worrying and go out of your comfort zone looking for your new cheese. So what kind of mouse do you want to be? The choice is yours. And the last time I read it was a few months ago at Christmas. And that something was this sentence. Movement in a new direction helps you find new cheese. Ponder on it. The fourth book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. As has been said countless times, if you want to climb up the wealth pyramid, study success. If you want to become prosperous, study prosperity. Whatever your burning desire is, study how other people become high achievers and emulate their behaviors. As titled, this book summarizes 7 habits that successful people adopt in life. And one of the key lessons I learned from that book is Habit 7, sharpen the saw. It means continuously improving yourself in 4 areas, namely physical, social, spiritual, and mental. Stephen Covey said in his book, an increasingly educated conscience will propel us along the path of personal freedom, security, wisdom, and power. In other words, personal development is all about getting better every single day. That's why I see life as one unit spread across 8 areas of holistic wealth to improve indefinitely. And I wrote about 8 areas of holistic wealth in my book, which I will talk about at the end of this video. This 5th book I want to share with you. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I had read that book when I was in my early 20s, before I started my adventure to Asia. And this book was such an inspirational book that completely changed my perspective on money and helped me realize how important it is to have financial education. Because Robert Kiyosaki opened my mind by showing me the cash flow quadrant that reveals how some people work less but earn more, and how they learn to become financially independent. And most importantly, one phrase always has dwelt in my mind. He said in his book, don't work to earn money, work to learn. This was one of the triggers that led me to quit my ordinary job at that time, burn all bridges, leave my own country, and travel to Asia and learn and find my purpose. Therefore, I must stress to everyone that the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book is the financial Bible, and it should be categorized as one of the top school required reading books. Now, the 6th book is about productivity. Listen, whether you work for someone else or you have your own business, you need to find a way to work productively to achieve your targets and goals. And so far, the best concept to adapt to your work life is the book The One Thing by Gary Keller. The key lesson from this book is that whatever you work on, laser focus on one thing must be your priority. It means blocking time only for yourself to immerse in execution. Because of this book, I divided my time into 2 chunks during the day. The first is in the morning between 9 and 11. And the second chunk is between 1 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon, where all my focus and attention goes on that one particular thing. Quick tip here: execute the most difficult part of your one thing in the morning before lunch. It works well for me, and so can for you. I cannot give enough credit to the fact that the One Thing book helped me organize my work and life more productively with less stress. While work is important, your happiness and spiritual wealth cannot be neglected. Dalai Lama said, "The purpose of life is to find happiness." And it would mean nothing, my friend, if you have the whole world, but you are not happy at all. So, the last book I want to share with you is Kintsugi by Tomas Navarro. Because Kintsugi is a traditional craftsmanship from Japan to repair broken porcelain pieces with gold. And the Japanese culture finds a way to embrace imperfections and find happiness. You know, sometimes amid a chaotic lifestyle, it is helpful to sit down, calm down, and remind yourself that life is all about embracing imperfections and being grateful for what you already have. Before I go, as promised, here is a bonus reading tip, because people ask me how to read more books. Look, everyone wants to read more, but you might say,
I don't have time.
Well, I've never heard anyone say, I have time. The truth is, you will not have any time for reading if you don't block time for it. And here is how I block my reading time. I have 3 reading sessions for free reading books. Each reading session stimulates brain differently. First, in the morning, after my meditation, I pick up a book about health, love, happiness and read it for 20 minutes. The second session happens after lunch. I read technical how-to books for 20 minutes. And the last session is before I sleep. I love to read biographies for at least 20 minutes to absorb the wisdom of successful people. And since I adopted this schedule, I've read a lot more books. Quick tip for you right now. If you are in a state of mind or at the starting point to create momentum, self-discipline and other daily routines, I described many of them in my first book called The Doer Revolution. You can click the link below to get it. I can't wait for this book to arrive in your mailbox. So these were 7 powerful and life-changing books that everyone should reread over and over again and treat them like lifetime book mentors. I know it's been a longer video, but I had a burning desire to pack all the goodness here. Remember, you must intensify your mind repeatedly by reading if you want to pursue prosperity. Because reading ranks at the top to get the easiest access to any wisdom you want. Did you like this video? Then show us a thumbs up, plus subscribe to our channel to help you prosper. Your dedication to your growth means the world to me. So never stop searching and never stop pursuing prosperity. My name is Vlastimil and I will see you in the next video.